Zach, please don't make it a big deal. We should adjust and not spoil the mood. Let's it. That's what John Vine is exactly doing from the start. Adjust. Are you okay? Placing hand on Vine's shoulder sympathetically, Bora asked. She also witnessed the whole drama, and the girl felt sympathy for Vine, and also was a little angry on Jungkook, just like Zad, but it's not like they can do something. After all, it's their personal matter. Hmm? Zad also sat, not before passing a glare to Lena, who intentionally ignored it. Adjusting the face mirror, Jungkook couldn't help but glance at Ryan, whose head was now tucked down, but this couldn't stop the view of her glistening eyes and lips trembling slightly. A knot formed in his heart unknowingly. The boy couldn't understand his own feelings. Should he feel pathetic for not doing anything, or feel ashamed for once again being the reason of her sadness? It's 7 a.m. of morning. Calm light rays of sun were brightening the city, a perfect, admirable view for this kind of trip. Why these faces? I am feeling bored. Lena, can you please start the music? Bora speak up, guessing tension surrounding them. To ease it, what could be more good other than music? But who tells her sometimes music can also add salt on your wounds? Instead of healing, it increases the pain. Don't go tonight. Stay here one more time. Remind me what's it's like. Oh, and let's fall in love one more time. How would it feel if there was love? I need you now by my side. It tears me up when you turn me down. I'm begging, please, just stick around. You never appreciated my presence, Jungkook. Why was I not worthy to at least be your friend? Am I only a burden or responsibility who you are carrying with yourself unwillingly? I wish we were also a perfect couple, not as strangers. Wish I could have assured you with happiness and love, Ryan. Why our relationship is so complicated? With time, everything seems to get complicated and the distance between them is increasing. Will they ever be able to fill the large gap? They start solving things at the exact time is must. Otherwise, it will create misunderstandings and distance, which one day will become more difficult to even fill. When you want to go away from a particular person, but God keep giving you many reasons to be close with him or her, what will you feel? How will you react? Can't express. Hard to describe the frustration, the suffocation, the helplessness, making you feel nothing but restless, yet ashamed that still you are hoping for something from him. This same thing is happening with Vian, where she is maintaining distance from Jungkook, respecting the fact that her husband hates her. She don't want to make him perceive that she is invading in his life or according to him ruining it. Finally, after a 4 hour of long drive, they all reached Busan. In between, they stopped at a restaurant to boost themselves. Except the trio, Jungkook and Vine both are silent during the route, who were busy fighting with their own feelings and emotions, which didn't get unnoticed by Zack. The boy put his efforts to make Vine and Jungkook enjoy with them, but when your heart is not happy, then how you will show interest? Her mind was only filled with Jungkook's words. They both frequently steal glances of each other with sad and longing eyes. They enter in a hotel which Jungkook booked for them to stay. After registering their name on the counter area, receptionist gave them their room keys, saying to meet later. All parted their ways and left for their assigned rooms. Don't know what to do or where to go, Vine followed Jungkook silently. It's her first time to saw outside world and staying in a hotel. The girl never saw how actually outside world is. Jungkook opened the room door and Vine follows him inside with her luggage. The room was very big and bright, yet cozy with a large sized bed, with two small frames attached behind the walls, black and brown curtains hanging on window, having a silky material. White bed sheets with matching pillows, a small leather sofa on the left side of it was a small study-like table. Also, the room have a attached washroom. He cleared his throat and spoke. You must be tired. Freshen up. Till then, I will order some food. Vine wants to tell that he should freshen up first, but no one words comes out. It's like she lost the interest to talk and recommend her option. So, not showing any disagreement, she grabbed her luggage to take out a dress, while getting lack of emotion from her make Jungkook look at her in sadness. He knows he had hurted her. In fact, that's what he's doing from the first day of their marriage, right? The little efforts she used to put to talk with him. Oh, how badly he is missing that. In early days, this used to piss him off, but now he wished to return back to those days and return the same efforts. At least he could have tried or have tried another chance on his destiny. How shameful that he didn't even treated his wife like a normal human. Jungkook didn't wanted to say those words to her that night. But the suffocation and deep emotion overpowered his patience, and now he is cursing for losing his control. After Wine, Jungkook also changed into casuals. Right now, he was arranging the necessary documents which will be required in tomorrow's meeting. While Vine was unpacking his luggage and shifting the material into cupboards, after everything was settled, Vine thought to place the empty luggage above the cupboard as Jungkook don't like things on inappropriate places. Zipping it, she grabbed it and tried to place, but due to short height, the girl was failing miserably. Hearing some crashing sounds, Jungkook shifted eyes from the file before they fall on his wife, who was struggling to put the luggage. Her legs were stretched terribly, which worried the boy. What if she got a muscle cramp? Watch out! The luggage which slipped out from Vine's hand grip was about to fall down when, at the last moment, Jungkook stopped it from his one hand, while other one hand grabbed Vine from her waist, pulling her towards himself. While the girl couldn't be able to get what just happened in a few seconds, right now she could feel herself in warm embrace of her husband. On the other hand, Jungkook successfully placed the luggage above the cupboard and finally sighed heavily. He looked down at the small girl, holding him like her life depended on him. The thought of her getting hurt if he didn't reach on time make him poke his inner cheek. If somehow makes him furious. Are you mad or what? Can't you see where is your hand is going? How can you be so careless? Jungkook scolded strictly. He glanced at her, who was sticking on him like a koala, clutching his shirt into his fist. For Jungkook right now, Wine was not looking less than a scared small kitten. This sight eventually warmed the boy's heart, who has his hand still wrapped around her petite body. But the possibility of she could have got hurt if he didn't reach on time covered his face with cold aura. You will stick like this or answer me, Vian? The warmth radiating out from him calmed down on her every tensed nervous. This is all she wanted close to her husband in his embrace. The thought of her expectations halt on a particular stop, hearing his cold tone. The way he called out her name and said more like asked, sending chill down her spine. In the blink of eye, she separated from him, along with detaching her body from him. The mainly calming scent of his also faded away. In nervousness, her head dropped down, panicking, thinking about the next situation. Maybe again he will yell at her. From the time she moved away, Jungkook noticed the change of her expressions. from nervousness to scared. His heart sank down when a thought struck his mind. She is scared of me. Jungkook took a step forward, only to saw her stepping back while continuously murmuring, I am sorry, it was not intentional, sorry. His hand stopped in air, listening what she said. The hand which was coming forward to calm her clenched into fist, feeling something piercing his heart. What actually happened or he did which make her react like this? Do she feel uncomfortable with him? Jungkook remembered the time when he used to yell on her for small mistakes, where he was nothing but a cold, rude, and arrogant jerk towards her. Did I really build this much hatred in her heart for me? His mind continuously questioned. His behavior really created a big distance between them, which is hard to fill. Meanwhile, when Vine didn't feel any moments, look above at him, thinking why Jungkook still didn't yell at her yet. This is what he always do. Her shaking pupils met with his chocolate brown eyes, somehow which make her fall into dilemma. They used to be emotionless eyes, were now consisting so much. Today they were different. When ears rang from the bell sound, Wine looked into that direction, while Jungkook left for washroom without saying any words. Wine opened the door and found room service standing outside with food trolley. Ma'am, your order. Wine smiles and left a side for her to enter in. After placing the ordered food on the small glass table, the worker went out with after saying enjoy your lunch. It's evening time. Suddenly a knock appeared on door. This time Wine opened again. She was alone in the room. Jungkook had already left as he had to meet up with his project partner to discuss about the meeting. Zad, in confusion, Vine uttered seeing the three cousins outside of the room. Bora was standing beside Zad, while Lena was on a distance using her phone. Nona, you didn't get ready. And where is Hyun? While peeking inside, Zad asked in an excited voice. Jungkook is not here. He have to meet up someone, so he went. Hearing Vine's words, Zad's mouth formed an O shape in understanding. Let him be, he is always busy in his business stuffs. Didn't even give importance to the fact that his cousins are also here. Puffing her cheeks in anger, Bora complained, folding hands against her chest, showing that how much offended and annoyed she is feeling right now because of the brunette's lack of interest. Zad giggled while Vine shook her head with a small smile. She can't even say anything. Luna, go and change. We all are going to visit the poolside. Younger sat with a wide smile, which soon fell down hearing his sister-in-law's words. Sorry to disappoint you, Zad, but my head is spinning. I don't think I would be able to go. In fact, if I go, it's sure that I will only spoil the mood. Vine joked with a fake dry laugh. No, na, you will feel refreshed if you join us, please, na. Vine chuckled at the boy's puppy eyes. But who tell him what there is no excitement in her about? This place, try to understand that I'm not feeling well. I promise I will join you all tomorrow morning. No, I want to go with you. This is not fair. Zad whined loudly, causing Bora to slap his shoulder. You broken radio, keep your volume down. People living here don't want to listen to your ugly voice. You can ruin their mood. Ouch, that hurts. Zad dramatically whispered. Clutching his chest, Bora cringed, making Vine to laugh at their childish fights. Guys, coming or not, if Vine didn't want to go, then let her be. It's not even necessary. Lena interrupted aggressively, tapping on her phone. Her choice of words hurted Vine. She is right. You should not spoil your mood because of me. Go and enjoy. Stretching her lips into a forced smile, Vine said. Zad and Bora looked at her in pity. They really wanted the new member to join them, but it's not like they can prioritize their wish on Vine's health. Okay, Nuna, as you wish. Please rest and make sure to take medicines. But don't think you are free now. I will again come to morning and will take you with us. Zad exclaimed with a cute glare. Okay, okay, I promised just for today. Vine sat smiling sweetly, only she knows how fake it is. They all left and Vine closed the door before leaning against it. No one wants to be with me. It hurts so bad. Meanwhile, hotel's main door flung open. Someone entered inside with a black luggage in his one hand. Attired in a complete black outfit, a small bag was hanging on one side of his waist while his eyes were covered with black shears. His brown locks were falling on his forehead, which he brushed upward side with elegancy. Someone passing by greeted him, and as a respectable person he bowed back with his enchanting smile. People standing there were staring at him. Why won't? He has a type of aura will pull you towards him. His alluring smile, flawless skin, jawline. The boy is intimidatingly beautiful. Every single eyes were fixed on him. But does he care? Hell no. The boy is used to all of loving and lusty gazes from people around him. He just passed by them and stopped near the receptionist area. Hello, sir, how may I help you? The female greeted with a genuine smile. Internally, the girl was dying. Seeing a hot and handsome young man standing in front of her, no doubt his beauty was incredible and unexplainable. Definitely, a hotel is defined for staying. Oh, yeah, there must be a room booked on the name of Park Jimin. Receptionist nodded with an embarrassed face and requested him to let her check first. Did I forgot to mention? Along with being kind, Park Jimin is very sassy. Found it. Room number 105 reserved on the name of Mr. Park Jimin. Here is your key. Sir, have a nice day. Jimin took the key. He nodded with a small smile and went away. As he left, the girl immediately put her hand on the place where his heart is beating insanely. Man, his presence is so effective. She muttered under her breath before slapping her own forehead to get rid of his thoughts. But can she? Jimin takes the elevator and entered inside. Glancing at his watch, he hissed in annoyance. Inserting the key, Jimin opened the door and went inside. He didn't spare a glance at the room's interior. For now, his priority is to not waste time. He is getting late for his work. Taking out clothes and a towel, he practically ran towards the washroom. Jimin got all ready. He closed the room door and was about to again run when a humming sound made him stop in his tracks. Tilting head, he found himself standing in front of a door. Unconsciously, he leaned his ear on the door. Now the boy can hear the melody more clearly. He swore the voice was the sweetest, yet along with a sweetness, the voice is referring another emotion. But what? Jimin was sure if he had some amount of time, he might be leaning against the door like a psycho and listening to this unknown yet unique tone. But right now, he can't do that. He have a very important meeting to attend, and that's what he did. Jimin fixed his bag and went away with a thought in his mind, honey, I can see you next time. After a long discussion about the upcoming projects and meeting, Jungkook returned back to the hotel. It was already 8 of night. Turning to familiar corridor, the first thing the boy saw was 3 young people. Immediately recognizing them, Jungkook called them. A bit loudly, the 3 heads turned to his direction. Cookie, where were you? You know, I really wanted you to join us. Lena loudly said, approaching him. Lena, I'm here for my work, not to wander around. Never mind, where were you all? Before Lena could say, Zad come forward and spoke. Hyung, we went to poolside. I asked why Nona to join us, but she got a headache. Zach's spotty face was clearly indicating how badly he wanted Ryan to join them. While Jungkook's eyebrows furrowed, hearing about Ryan, "You know, I really wanted you to join us," Lena loudly said, approaching him. "Lena, I'm here for my work, not to wander around." "Never mind, where were you all?" Before Lena could say, Zad come forward and spoke. "Here, we went to poolside. I asked Wine Nuna to join us, but she got a headache." Zad's spotty face was clearly indicating how badly he wanted Wine to join them. While Jungkook's eyebrows furrowed, hearing about Ryan, Zad and Lena spoke and went towards their room, leaving a dumbfounded Cora behind. "The disrespect," she muttered and stomped her feet like a kid. Ryan, who just comes out from washroom, startled by the sudden opening of door. There standing a desperate Jungkook looking around until his eye stops on Ryan, who is looking at him with hand on chest. What would you even expect? He literally scared the poor girl badly. Zad was saying you got a headache. Ryan frowned at his weird question. Since when he started to care about her well-being? And why he is looking so tense? Did the meeting didn't go well? Yeah, but now it's fine. It was only a lie as Vine wanted to be alone rather than with anyone else. Why know it was wrong, but sometimes becoming a selfish won't harm. In fact, we live for ourselves, not others. No, there should be no regret. If you are laying just to be alone, did you take medicines? Chung stands closer to her, eyeing at her in worriedness. The boy himself don't know why he is behaving like this just for a small thing. Before this, nothing about her mattered to him, then why he is overreacting over this? Is there something wrong with him? No, there wasn't any actually, but it's fine now. You don't have to worry, it's not a big thing. You must be tired, take rest. She said and put the wet towel on chair. Right now she doesn't want to face him. Don't know why, but now talking to him made her heart ache. While Jungkook sighed, nowadays, so after their fight, she's behaving differently. What even he was expecting to continue be sweet to him after what he had said to her. Her cold tone was unusual yet heartbreaking to him. He knew what she is actually referring to. He never asked these things, so it might be awkward, and of course, after their fight, she must be not expecting this. Him being a caring husband. He is not. "Should I order coffee for you? You will feel better." Wine was just looking at him, being surprised and thinking, is it really her husband Jungkook, who never ever about her existence and now being caring like a sweet husband? "You don't have to do these things. I'm not someone important. Tomorrow is your meeting. You should focus on it." Wine grabbed a pillow from bed and placed it on the head of couch. Jungkook was still standing thinking the words Wine just spit out a minute ago. "I am not someone important." He didn't know why, but the words pierced his heart. Jungkook noticed Wine sitting on couch, fixing blanket. Curiosity took over him, so he asked, "What are you doing on couch?" "Oma is not with us, so we don't have to pretend." "I know. You feel uncomfortable sleeping with me, so as long as we are here, I will not disturb you." Wine's head was down all the time. Well, the courage to say this, looking at him, she couldn't afford. Because of head down, her eyes failed to notice his hands, forming fist and jaw clenching. "I hope for once I'm not being a problem. Good night." With a heavy voice, she spoke those words before turning her face from him, clutching the pillow tightly as a tear dropped out from her eye. It's become too hard when you are broken but still have to wear fake mask of being tough and emotionless. To pretend you are okay while in reality your heart is being ripped apart every second. It was the first time they both sleep separately, and it will be lie if Jungkook say he didn't miss her warmth. Yeah, they're used to distance between them. While sleeping, But the warmth radiating from her was enough to make him comfortable. And tonight he is sleeping alone with no comfort, no warmth, no good night. It's like everything is falling apart and he have no control to stop it, especially when he himself played an important role in it. Clock showing 6:45 a.m. of morning. It's still 15 minutes left for Jungkook to do any remaining work or grab things before leaving for meeting. Presently, the boy was standing in front of mirror while his hands were busy in adjusting his brown locks. Today he was dressed up in a sapphire blue colored suit, paired up with white shirt, matching blue tie and a pair of dress boots. Indeed, Jungkook is the most handsome man in whole business industry, but they also know how cold-hearted he is. It's not like something or someone changed him or because of it he gave cold shoulder to his wife. No, definitely not. People can control you only when you let them. The boy was like this from the start, less talkative, lack in showing emotions, no idea how to comfort, to care about someone. He intentionally doesn't behave cold towards his wife, sometimes even behave rude. Jungkook was always like this, cold and rude. Maybe that's the reason he lost so many important people in his life, because he is not sweet, caring, loving according to them. A knock on door forced the girl to divert her eyes, which were busy admiring his handsome husband secretly. She was silently standing in the corner, noticing every activity of her husband with soft eyes. The girl is waiting for the time when she will be able to admire her husband as much as she wants, without having the fear of getting catch. No matter what, she can never stop her own eyes to not betray her. When you are in love, everything betrays you, including you yourself. Wine knows that you won't get anything in return. At last, she will left behind with a broken heart and unbearable pain. No matter what will happen, nothing can stop her from admiring her love. She don't know if she ever will be able to hold him in her arms, but at least she can secure him in her heart. Yes, it hurts to not be able to hold him even he is close. But it's not her fault. She is just loving him. She is droning, losing her breath, but who knows, one day he will become the reason of her existence. Call her unlucky for not getting the love she is showing in return, but isn't it beautiful to experience it? No expectations, just pure love. Wiping the lone tear which was about to escape from her eyes, Vine went to open the door. Turns out it was Lena who was knocking early morning. Despite feeling vulnerable, Vine forced to pass a smile to her, not to seem rude, which the arrogant Lena deliberately ignored and entered inside like she owns the place. Her lips stretched like a rubber once her eyes catch the figure she wants to see. Cookie, Jungkook hissed at her high-pitched tone. Can't the girl speak slowly? Lena, what are you doing here? Jungkook asked, turning around, taking his mobile, which was placed on bed. Today is your meeting, right? So I thought to wish you best of luck, Cookie. The girl spoke, chirping like a happy bird, similar to those girls who wishes their boyfriends on exam day. Jungkook passed a fake smile, later mentally rolled his eyes at his cousin's annoying behavior.